Welcome to University Stadium, home of the Lobos of the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on another team from the Mountain West, the New Mexico Lobos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Broncos will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So New Mexico's offense will get first crack at it here. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole,
turns on the Jets. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I'll tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hold them to 3.
The Lobos want to crank the tempo. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, New Mexico.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Boise State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And the Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The run to the left. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got a little space.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
On the set.
And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs.
42 Spiders. 4-2 Spiders.
Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Got it.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Broncos come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Give to the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got the first down and more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Using the quick game.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Okay, ready?
And the Lobos in a good spot here with second and short.
Down, 55, wheat.
Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Jackrabbit.
The give to the tailback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's inside the 5th, headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Lobos!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Oklahoma State is just getting blown out today. I've never seen this program look so bad, and I am a man. I'm 40. They're trailing by 14 to Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hard running there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 3rd. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Hit as he throws. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Dyer. Puts it out of the air. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He might want another play. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Lobos come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Flying out to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, New Mexico.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
The give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Breaks into the open. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the big fella. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the eat.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the running back. He has the first and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, New Mexico.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half.
Get set, get set.
Off the play fake on first down. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like you've got a great atmosphere today in Albuquerque. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at University Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now...
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Gives it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Dyer. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
And the big game, they've got it on the 46.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out fast. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Turning it on. Touchdown Broncos. Once he got some room, it was over.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
24, Boise State, 7.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. He'll get rid of it. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Picks up 6. It's now 3rd and goal.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Boise State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Boise State.
3rd and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
24, Boise State, 14.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Lobos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized.
False start, offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Cricket.
Gives it on the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Ready up.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Looking to pass, it's Dyer. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they will score! Touchdown, Lobos! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Running back searching for a hole. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Quickly to the tight end. There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to go up top on first down. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense is in the neutral zone.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw. Floats it out in space. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Broncos! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. And the Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Buys a little extra time. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. What a play by this defense. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's got a chance. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. One more play to pad the stats. They'll go to the air. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.